Wrentham, Massachusetts, with over 10,000 residents, is no exception.
It's right at the intersection of I-495, Route 1A, and very close to Route 1. So it's at a real crossroads, and we're projecting an increase of a little over 5,000 people between 2000 and 2030. Translates into about 2,200 new homes.
Perhaps what put this town on the map was the opening of the Wrentham Village Premium Outlets in 1997, bringing in millions of bargain hunters and boosting the name recognition of this once quiet community. But designer discounts aren't the only discoveries to be made here in Wrentham.
It's a warm, welcoming town. If people took the time to just veer off from the mall and cruise around, they can see it.
With its all-American appeal, Wrentham's downtown offers a taste of small-town life.
There you go, pal.
Jim LaRusso owns the popular ice cream parlor Tootsie's.
You come in there, it's a comfortable place. They'll hang out there for an hour over a dish of ice cream or a cup of coffee and stuff like that.
That sense of community had disappeared downtown until 1999, when LaRusso bought and remodeled the entire block. Today, businesses include a candy shop, children's clothing boutique, and a funky accessories store for women. But LaRusso has noticed a sobering change in the town he's lived in for more than 20 years. Newcomers who don't see the need to drive downtown.
It's easier for them to go to Franklin or North Attleboro.
And new homes, hundreds of them he worries are too expensive for the next generation.
It'd be nice to know that your kids can afford a house in Wrentham.
These subdivisions, a symbol of Wrentham's future, only make historic gems like this 18-room Victorian mansion stand out more.
My wife and I drove through Wrentham and saw this beautiful home. I had a vision with her that this might make a beautiful Victorian inn.
So Brian and Dawn Fitzgerald bought this nearly 150-year-old downtown landmark, with dreams of restoring it to its former glory.
Its restoration is extremely labor-intensive. Reconstructing a ceiling requires an artist to actually repaint it brushstroke by brushstroke, as opposed to a house painter that might just paint it white. So we're doing a lot of painstaking, very careful work.
Built by wealthy industrialist Thomas Proctor, many of the original details have withstood the test of time. Today, the Proctor Mansion Inn is open for business, with 3 of its rooms available for rent as restoration work continues. For Brian Fitzgerald, the timing couldn't be better.
We've had folks that have stayed at the Proctor Mansion Inn from 11 different countries so far since October. It's a very cool place to come.
You come here, it's quiet, it's peaceful.
From her backyard, Mary Dunn sees Wrentham in a way few others can.
Just the idea that Wrentham is still kind of laid back and country is the reason that people come and want to be here.
For 44 years, Dunn and her husband have lived along the shores of Lake Pearl with an unobstructed view of this 212-acre oasis.
We bought it at a very reasonable price, and 2 years later we needed an automobile, and my husband says, well, it's $15,000. I said, that's more than we paid for the house. I'm not buying a car.
Today, these summer cottages, converted into year-round homes, routinely sell for upwards of $1 million.
I don't think we would be able to do it today, at these prices.
Memories of a simpler time, kids splashing, a bird in flight, serve as a reminder of all that might be lost. But Dunn remains hopeful that a renewed downtown and devotion to the lake will keep Wrentham from abandoning its roots.
They can see that it's still got a touch of yesteryear. It's not all modern, it's not all fancy, it's not all glitzy. We have a beautiful community here.